Yo, what is up you guys, GameBreakerGod here. So in today's video we have something kind of different from what we normally have on the channel. So today's video is not going to be really like a gameplay of something, but perhaps a review of a controller, okay? So I just got the package from, I don't know why the camera just did that, from Game. I ordered, wow, I need to make sure I go wash my hands as soon as I finish this review. I ordered my Nacon controller because my old one actually broke. So this one broke, but I never really did a review for it because I wanted to make sure I used it. I adapted to it because I was so used to using the PS4 controller. We're gonna do like a unboxing and then I'm gonna give you guys a review as well as how to use it and a few things that you may need on your computer. Okay, all right, let's begin. So I'm gonna open the controller, the box, as if it was brand new, which it is. This one is brand new. The other one that I have is broken. So the reason why it's broken, I think, is because the R1 button must have been faulty already. So I was really just like pressing it and it felt really soft, and normally it really clicks. So like the Nacon Revolution controller, their buttons are sturdy, like they really click and they feel really nice. But the R1 button, I don't know why I keep doing that, the R1 button just went soft all of a sudden, and I was like, it's not even been a year yet, how can you go soft? It doesn't make sense. So I'm taking it back. All right, so I'm just gonna show you the new one. Okay, all right, I don't know how I can do this whilst holding it, but I'm trying not to make too much noise. You would think the controller is so much bigger, but it's actually, I mean the box. This is it. This is the controller. It's the wireless version of the controller, by the way. So yeah, because I don't really like plugging cables because sometimes I get distracted, especially when I'm playing God of War. I get distracted and then I pull things. I pull my controller, I jump with my controller, and all of a sudden, there goes my PS4, computer, everything flying out the window because I'm stressed. You know, let's open this bad boy up. There we go. It is now opened. We have a lady. Okay, so as soon as you open the box, you get hit by Daija. This lady right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there, boom. She looking kind of hot. Not as hot as Tifa, but you know. And then you got like a little manual, I would say. Yeah, manual and terms and conditions and all that stuff. That's that. And then the beautiful part about this controller, guys. The box is nice, but I really do appreciate the briefcase, like where it comes on this case right here, and then the controller is just there. So if you're ever traveling, you know, sometimes I travel for work. So if I'm ever traveling, I can just shove the controller on this box, I mean on its case, and then shove it in my, you know, suitcase and just go. I can just, you know, easily just travel with it. But anyway, let me show you what the controller looks like. And as soon as you open it, you get a cable over here at the top. That's just a USB-C cable that you get for the controller to charge it and so onwards. And then, bam, that's the controller. The controller looks slick as hell. I really do love the feel and how the controller looks and everything, and how it plays in general. I think the only reason why I bought it again, not again, but I'm returning my old one, is because I really do like how the controller feels. And thank you, phone, thanks for confirming. How the controller feels on my hands and everything. So yeah, I've adapted to it. And yeah, so the back of the controller looks like this, if you guys can see. And then right here, you have the option to switch from cabled connection to wireless connection. And then this is for your not profiles. Okay, so when you're plugging into your PS4, you go on number 1, and then you know, you got like different settings for this back button here, and then you have PC at the top, and then PS4. I think number 2 is to set things. I'm not sure, but I'll quickly check out for you guys. Anyway, and then you have your profiles at the back. So when you click on that profile button, normally what you can get is like a light bar, like 1, 2, 3, 4 lights, but only one of them will be on. So it will indicate what profile you're currently using. So if I click on it when this controller is on, I could be using profile number 1. So that profile number 1 could be like a preset control for God of War. And then for profile number 2, if I click it again, it could be a preset control for Neo 2. And if I press the number 3, the light will keep moving downwards, you know, down the side, and it will be Final Fantasy VII Remake, for example. Do you get what I'm saying? You guys get the point? So yeah, and then the rest is really just the controller, and this is what I love about this controller.
Alright, face makeup, me a dogo dogo. It a make you bend up, me a dogo dogo. Put one leg up, me a dogo dogo. When me just tell you.
That's what I love about the controller. I mean, felt good. And another thing that I really like about the controller is that you can swap the analogs. So you can take this out. Will you come out? Thank you. Disaster. And then you can swap like the analogs and how thick you want them to be. You know, like the threshold when you like direct the analog stick, you know, sometimes it feels too far gone. So if you want to change the width at which your analog sticks out, you can do that. And it's really nice that you got that option with this controller. So I just love this controller overall. So that's about it. And then you get this case, which brings you all the weights, right? You get all the weights, which literally allows you to choose how heavy you want your controller to feel, all right? How light, how heavy you want it to feel. And yeah, I mean, it's a great controller. It gives you so many options. The only option that you don't have is to change the controller casing and, you know, how it looks. But I guess you could mod that yourself if you're, experienced in dealing with controllers like this, for example, all right? I wouldn't recommend doing so because then you'll mess up your guarantee. My guarantee is 30 days after purchase. And I got 30 days to play with it, and if it breaks again, I'm just gonna send it back and get another one of these because I really do like this controller. Anyway, these are all the weights. Nah, I'm not talking about weights, gym weights. I'm talking about weights for the controller. And what you can do is shove it in the back of the controller right here, right there, bam, and you put them right there. Obviously, the controller is currently really light. I liked it a little bit heavier, as I did with 16 grams. 16 grams. Do I want them to feel like 16 grams? I like them to feel slightly heavy, so I'm gonna put 10 grams. So what I'm gonna do is right there, bam, just like that. Literally just like that, and bam. And the other side, of course, same thing. And oh, did I do it wrong? No, I didn't. There we go. And now the controller just feels right. So I had 10 grams on my previous controller on this. Well, my previous one, as in my old one that broke. And yeah, so now I'm gonna change what I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna change the threshold of this analog stick. So what I'm gonna do right here, you got thicker ones. As you can see, you got thicker ones right here. And yeah, actually I might just leave it. I don't know actually. Should I leave it? Because I remember having don't really remember having, I mean, what do you call it? I don't know how thick it was. Let me try that one. Oh, uh-oh. I keep dropping my thing. Oh yes, that's great. So I literally just added slightly more, less, area at which your analog stick comes out. So because that thing right there, I don't know where you can see that gray thing around the controller, around the thumb thing, around the analog stick, is thicker. So I made it thicker so that it doesn't come out as far out. You can change it to like, I don't know, like for FPS games and RPG games, football games, NBA 2K, all that stuff. You can change it to your liking, and my liking is like this. Now it's back to being normal again. And then you get the option to like change to a PS4 type of, well actually nah, my PS4 doesn't have that kind of cell anymore. This is my God of War controller. This is my baby. So I play God of War games with this controller, and I play my other games with this one. My God of War is special because, it means a lot to me. Sony Santa Monica sent it to me, and I'm really happy about it. I'm keeping it as clean as possible, as you can see. Super neat. I literally just use it when I'm playing God of War. Literally. Like, it's the only special game I get to play with it. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it as new as possible. Keep it just tiny, shiny. Alright. And that's really it for the controller. And then you also get your Wi-Fi stick. I honestly thought all I had to do for the Wi-Fi bit is plug the USB cable onto the PlayStation 4. I honestly thought that was it. But, ladies and gentlemen, you need a USB stick, alright? But anyway, as I was saying, this USB stick is what gives you wireless. So if you're playing on a computer, you can just stick the USB cable and then plug it to your PS4 controller. I mean the Nacon Revolution controller. Or if you want to play Wi-Fi wise, you just plug the Wi-Fi stick on the computer, and then it's done. But yeah, this is the only downside because we don't really have many ports on the PS4 Pro. I've only got 2 ports in the front and then 1 port at the back, and my back one is currently using my Astro headset, which is not charging for some reason. I left it to charge overnight so I could stream later, but maybe not currently. Anyway, so yeah, this is the only downside about this controller. It may look like an Xbox controller, but it is what it is. It says PS4 on it. Where does it say PS4? No, it doesn't. It says Nacon. I think they also have an Xbox version of this. I'm not sure, but you guys could check it out. This is a PS4 controller since it has a PlayStation sign in it, symbol on it. But now we're gonna move on to the PC, and I'm actually gonna show you how you can set up your your profiles, right? And then yeah, that's basically it, guys. The controller is nice. You also get this little towel, and the USB-C cable is long. When I say long, it's like 3 meters long. It's freaking massive. So yeah, guys, I'll be right back with you, and I'm gonna show you exactly what are my controls for Neo, Final Fantasy, and God of War. All right, and explanations for the back button. So this back button right here is very special. So this is where it allows you. So for number 1, if you select number 1, that's where it allows you to set up your profiles on the fly without a computer. And then on number 2, you gotta use the software which you gotta download from Nacon Revolution Controller website. And yeah, it allows you to set up your profiles like however you like through that software. I will be explaining to you briefly how to do the setup for the first option which you get, and then yeah, we'll carry on. Alright guys, so if you do not have a PC and you want to set up your controls for the back buttons, then all you gotta do, guys, make sure you switch back the option to go from cable connection to wireless connection, and then press the touchpad, well, the PS button on the controller. And then what you're gonna want to do is hold the profile button down for like 3 seconds, and still the circle around the right analog starts flashing. As you can see, it's flashing right now. And what you're gonna want to do right now is press the back button you want to, what do you call it, set, and then choose the button you want to pick for it to do. So for example, I want X to be on S, for example, S4. So S4, I will click on S4, and then as you can see, that button is not flashing, right? And that indicates which number it is. So number 4. So that light bar, remember how I told you for different profiles you get different light bars. So for this specific reason, because you do not have a PC, this light bar now indicates which number of the button you're pressing in the back. So since it's S4, your light bar should be on number 4. Okay, so we're gonna have to do that again because it just went out. So hold the profile button for about 3 seconds. Now it's flashing. I'm gonna click on S4, and then I'm gonna press X. See, S4 is not done. It flashed for about 2 seconds, and still on profile setting mode. I'm gonna click on S3. As you can see, I just clicked on this button, and it's now number 3, and I'm gonna set it to be circle. All right, and then I'm gonna press on S2. It's now on S2, and I'm gonna want it to be square. Done. And then S1, for example, and I'm gonna want it to be triangle. That's it. So obviously you can pick, the arrows as well, all that stuff. You can pick what they do and all that stuff, guys. But now I'm gonna show you why the PC version for the configuration for the buttons is better, because you have so many more options. And I do just recommend you guys get the software in a PC or a laptop, anything of the kind, just so that you can get more options out of the controller. Because what we just did, it basically just like set the back buttons for the controller, but you actually have a profile for each of these light bars for each game, so you get up to 4 games and you get more out of the controller rather than just like one button indicates each profile. Do you know what I'm saying? So to put this in a different perspective, in a much simpler perspective, each light bar indicates 4 different games, 4 different button settings and configurations, okay, with the PC version. Without the PC, it only indicates 1 button, okay? Do you get what I'm saying? All right, let's move on to the PC version, guys. Yo, what's up, guys? So we're currently on the PC. I'm gonna show you how you guys can, set up your profiles and everything. I'm gonna give you guys an example on how to do a profile setup, as well as, where to download this software. So make sure you just check out the description, guys. The software is there for you guys to download and, play around with the settings. And okay, so the first thing you're gonna want to do, as soon as you open up the software, first thing you guys are gonna want to do is click on this little icon, like this little recycle icon. Make sure you firmware update everything, software update and dongle update if you have a dongle, okay? And then you press on PC if you want to set up your controller for a PC gaming, and if you want to set it up for PS4, then you set it up for PS4. Just click on the PS4 icon and then you're ready. So on these specific icons, I had different names in there, right? So as you can see, Nacon Neutral, Nacon FPS, Nacon Pro, and then Arcade, okay? So right now I have it all changed to different names. So God of War is my profile number 1, Neo's profile number 2, Final Fantasy's profile number 3, and then DBZ Kakarot's profile number 4. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do now is click on this little icon right here to configure your buttons and everything like that. And then on here, it tells you exactly how sensitive your buttons are. So when you click and press L2, you'll see how sensitive your buttons are. You can choose how sensitive you want it to be, so you can drop and drag this around however you like. So I'm just gonna keep mine as it is because I don't want to mess around with that. But this is exactly, say no, you want to keep it neutral for Neo because you don't really need it to be too sensitive. Unless you really like it sensitive, then you can do that. So anyway, right now you're gonna configure the buttons. So as you can see, I already done a few changes here. Bam, bam, bam. You can even change these as well if you like, but I wouldn't recommend doing so. I'll probably just keep them the same. You literally just want to configure the back buttons, right? I mean, that's what you got the controller for, so that's what you want to change. So let me just give you a brief example of why you need a SCUF controller. So for example, in FPS games, right, To run, you got the left analog stick that you can just click on and hold down, and you can run and look around at the same time. So in Neo, for example, in most games, to run, well, I don't know whether it's in most games, but for Neo, it's specifically to run and dodge is on X. And when I'm pressing X, I can move still, right? I can still move around, but I can't look around. And looking around is the most essential thing, because that game punishes you a lot when you don't see your surroundings, because you can easily fall off the map and you can easily get surprise attacked by mobs. And that happens a lot. If you do not believe me, check out any of my streams. You'll see how many times I've died just because I couldn't see my surroundings and I fell onto the river and all that stuff. So it's really frustrating. Plus it just makes you faster. Anyway, so what I did, guys, what you're gonna want to do is go down here, because when you flip the controller around to the back to view the back of the controller, so now this side of the buttons, so square, triangle, circle, and X is now on this side, okay? So this is where it should be. So what you're gonna want to do is put X on the on S4. This is S4, okay? So all you're gonna do is click it and then press X. So right now I'm gonna press square just to show you that it changes, right? And then press X, okay? And then on this one right there, oh snap, this is God of War. I want to make sure I'm on Neo. So let's not save. There we go. So currently I'm on Neo. So again, press that, press X, press this, press square, because I want square to be in the top button so I can actually attack my opponents and like start comboing and stuff like that. And then to change weapons, you know, I like the D-pad to be like right near my hands where I change weapon and all that stuff. So yeah, I also put triangle on that one, and then the down D-pad arrow on that. And then once you're done setting up the controls however you like, guys, it's just an example, you make sure your profile is in number 2, which is already is. So right there, profile number 2, you don't want to change anything else. And then also, just to make sure everything is right, make sure you click on the back of the controller where it says profile, click it so that it's a number 2, and then press on this button right there and then activate profiles. So now your profile number 2 has, you know, Neo configuration in it. And if I go to number 3, it has a different configuration. This is for my Final Fantasy runs, this is for my God of War runs, and this is for my DBZ CAC run. And then once you're done, close the software, go on your PS4. So what I'm gonna do is make sure you click on the wireless button at the back of the controller. You guys can see, I'm gonna switch that back to wireless. Make sure the controller is gonna connect to the wireless dongle that it's currently plugged. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this little thing plugged on the PS4, I'm gonna connect to it now. So you cannot turn on the PS4 by clicking the S button, even when the wireless dongle is connected to the PS4, which sucks, I know, but it is what it is. The controller is still good to me though. So there you go, now I'm plugged to my controller. So as you can see, I'm gonna click my X button and I'm on profile number 2, which was for Neo. If you guys don't remember, I'm literally just gonna press the X button, which is now that. Now, as you can see, I am now playing the PS4 button, the PS4 game. So since I'm on Final Fantasy, as I was last night, I'm gonna change profiles. So as you can see, just press that. Now I'm on profile number 3. So now I should have, you know, yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. My name is GBG. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway, guys. If you like the video, thumbs up. It will really like show the support and help out the channel grow and all that stuff. And if you don't, then by all means make sure you dislike, but let me know how I can improve. Of course, my explanation is trash, it's garbage. Let's get it out the way right now. I admit I suck at explaining things, but my PS4 is really loud, so I'm just gonna cut the video there. Alright, peace out, man. Alright guys, that's all we have time for today, but let's stay connected by following me on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Take care.